watching Rollins Recaps at NorthTexasFisticuffs.com.
Check this out, right? An old head once told me that a man who stands for nothing falls for anything. And with that said, you gotta keep your balance. Make it, can't walk, gotta balance my hands.
Ladies and gentlemen, one of the joys that I get is in the position I have, I get to cover not only MMA and the boxing action, but guess what? We're now, from our website, we're covering things that even add to the backbone of what we call the fight action of North Central Texas. Today, I have none other than the backbone. And I'm looking over to my left right here because these young men here have brought what we call Knockout Syndrome clothing line here to the forefront, and now are making some noise to make sure that us fight fans, when we're watching the action, that guess what? We get to also dress in the wear that we love. I have in front of me right here, Rafael Perez. And I'm also going to tell you, he is a Dallas police officer who is wearing the badge proudly, but you know what? On his part-time job, he's bringing the fight fans also the action in clothing wear. Also with a designer, his partner, Dustin Pennicuff, right here. Let me ask you guys, first of all, let me start off with Rafael. Rafael, first of all, it's a joy to see you again. Let me shake your hand. Dustin, let me go and shake your hand. Let's go and get some history on what happened here. Let's start out with Rafael right here. What was it that got you started? What made you, I mean, I see you have it right here in front of us right here for the fight fans to be able to look at, but tell me what sparked the energy, the idea, and then bringing it to fruition?
Well, the energy and the idea came from the good Lord. And just, I'm not really a Dallas officer, I'm a Garland officer.
Okay, my bad. I've been waiting for the Dallas police, but anyway.
Yeah, it's a Garland officer. And no, what it was is like myself and my partner Dusty, we train in the Wing Chun style. And it's a combat Wing Chun style.
I gotcha.
And which is a stand-up style. And from there, we intrigue. Well, what I do is intrigue the police. Stand-up form of fighting.
Oh, I gotcha. Okay, so, okay, making sense.
So when I actually saw our Sifu Fu Fam, one of his, what do you call the demo that he does for a bunch of police officers, and I looked at his website, that intrigued me. It intrigued me in the form that it'll help me out, because when police officers stand, they have a certain way that we stand, a certain way that we guard our weapon and everything. And exactly. And Wing Chun, the combat Wing Chun, I saw how I could intertwine it with our police duty.
Gotcha.
And from there, I met Dusty, and he's a postal officer.
I gotcha.
I work for the Postal Service, and originally, before I was in the Postal Service, I was in the Marine Corps, and I did the Marine Corps for about 8 years. And then when I got done with the Marine Corps, I came out. You know, I have prior martial arts background, like Taekwondo, a little bit of MCMAP, which is Marine Corps martial art that we learned in the service and stuff. And then after that, I came out and always wanted to learn Wing Chun, never could find it, and then all of a sudden it was just right there in the route that I was doing. And then I went there and started learning Wing Chun from Fu Fam, or Sifu. And then after that, that's when I met him. And then we're the only 2 students left out of the school that are still under him.
Neat.
So, yeah, so after that, we just kind of like bonded, and they always put us together. We were always fighting each other, like continuous. And so after we started training that way, we just started coming up with ideas about wanting to train fighters. And you know, I have pretty good design background. I went to school for graphic design out of San Diego, and then we just started to decide, why don't we try to make some shirts for the MMA crowd, because we love to fight so much, you know. And,
gotcha. Yeah. Well, you know what I'm seeing right here is that y'all have put together a team of design. You said you're pretty good. Hell, you're damn good, what I can see. And I think you may be wearing, Rafael, more of the business aspect of it. I mean, is that what I'm seeing here? Maybe a tag team here?
Well, I'm also got not a graphic design background, but I have the custom work of design.
I got you.
I had, prior to this, I had the airbrush, custom auto paint. I did car shows for the Garland Police Department that I also helped volunteer. I did some custom paint jobs on some cars. So the art is in myself. The art is within him. And like I said, we came together. The biggest thing was for us is we needed to spend more time with our family. We needed, we were always working. So we came up with the idea of what do we love? We love the fight. We love the art. We love the MMA. I mean, we love everything about it. And more of the business, yes. More of the design, yes. So what can we do to help us spend more time at home?
Yeah.
The clothing line, the gloves, the fight gear, the rash guards. And then from talking to promoters like, SWMMA with AJ, Dallas Icon.
Right.
A lot of these fighters don't have, when they fight, they don't have money to pay for their shorts. They don't have money for gear. They don't have, because it's expensive. It is expensive. It is an expensive art.
I got you.
It is. And what we noticed is us as sponsors and as business, like, we can afford to buy this at a low budget, but we don't want to live off of it. We want to actually make let it grow.
Okay.
And we'll sponsor fighters that are turning pro, give them the gear they need, and if people that can't afford it, well, we're going to sell it for nickels and dimes. We're not looking to get rich.
Gotcha.
We're looking for the sport to expand. That's what we're looking for.
Well, let me ask you a question. If you are a non-fighter, you want to support Knockout Syndrome, you fall in love with it, you're what I call a non-fighter, you are a fan of the sport, I mean, is this gear available to non-fighters?
Yeah, it's available to anybody that wants it.
Well, let's get a little shout out. Where can they get this fight gear? Because I'm going to tell you, if we take a little look right here, Sean, see if you can look at that right there. Isn't that beautiful? Great. Look at the back right here. Look what we've got. We've also got another one right here. How about on the back? You got something back here? So you got all types of designs here. How do they access this fight gear?
Okay, well, we have a website called knockoutsyndrome.com. Right now, we don't have the actual shirts on the website right now, but if you go on there, you can get the email off of there and you can order the shirts. But probably by the end of this week, we should have everything running on the site where you can actually order online and everything like that.
Well, I know Tap Out is a big name in the MMA world. You see it everywhere. And I've got a feeling, ladies and gentlemen, look at this. Knockout Syndrome, I guarantee is going to make some noise, especially from the Texas area. And I'm going to tell you, if you at least don't go to the website and explore some of the designs that they have out there, I know right now they're not on there, but you keep that website, knockoutsyndrome.com. You're going to stay up with the latest type of wardrobe that we have here. And I'm going to call it wardrobe, MMA wardrobe, that they can bring. Even caps. Caps, you didn't mention. How about hoodies? Anything?
We'll have hoodies. We'll have rash guards. We'll have all the gear, from gloves to shin guards to everything that you would need to, start out, do your sparring, and even to go into your fighting.
Wow. I tell you what, I know we've covered a lot here today. Is there anything else that we're missing that you'd like to just go ahead and add? The mic is yours. Take full advantage of it and see what we can do.
Knockout Syndrome's the bomb.
How about it, Rafael? You close it up, baby.
Well, to close it up, I'd like to thank the good Lord. Like I said, without Him, we're not here. And through Him, we do everything. Okay? Through Him, it allows us to help other people.
Gotcha.
We thank you for helping us.
Thank you. You're welcome.
And through us, we get to help, fighters that need up-and-coming fighters. If you're coming pro fighters, you need a sponsor, give us a call. We'll sit down and talk. We'll be glad to sit down and talk and help you out. Because we know how it is.
Huge shout out, baby. I tell you what, pro fighters, I'm going to tell you, I've never heard an invitation like that. Don't forget, Knockout Syndrome. They're serious about keeping the game alive. They're serious about supporting you, and more importantly, they're serious about keeping the game exciting and living here in North Central Texas. As we bring this to a close, I can only tell you, this is a very unusual interview, an interview of support to you. From North Central Texas, the voice of North Texas Combative Sports, Roland Gomez.
Check this out, right? An old head once told me that a man who stands for nothing falls for anything. And with that said, gotta keep your balance. Gotta make it, can't walk, I balance my hands. Gotta make it, can't walk, I balance my hands. Gotta make it, can't